Hello and welcome guys. Hope you are doing great. So this video is a continuation of a previous video of the block development. In this video you will learn how to use JS file from within the block and how to use CSS file in block and you will also see how to filter out the data, and on the basis of that filter you will also see Ajax request going sent back to the DB, and it will give you the result on the basis of your filter selection. So let's begin. So here you can see where we left in our last video. So you can add a block using this function. To use this function you must have a global level variable of this page, global level variable, okay, like db and the user we have and the cfg same is the page. So let's see some Moodle thing. Let's see how Moodle is explaining how to use. So blocks and module. This is much simpler than including jQuery from within a theme. Create a JavaScript directory. In my case, I have created a JS directory. You can see here. I have created a JS directory. You can name it to any other name like JavaScript. So first step is create a JavaScript directory within your module. This is where we will put the jQuery file. Okay, so your jQuery file will go here, and probably any other JavaScript file you need. And like other part of Moodle code, you can also create your n number of JS file here. Okay, as per your business need. Copy the jQuery file into JavaScript folder. Add the following line into the PHP code. So this is something you have to add in your PHP. So I have already added this one to block. You can see this way you can include your JavaScript file. Not on just block only, anywhere you can include like this. And that's it. It is served within the footer of those pages. Where it will appear, it will be appearing on footer page. If you want to include jQuery within the page of header, then you have to write here true. Okay, so let's see and check. I have given here the true, so where it should come, ideally it should come under header. So let's see and refresh this page. You can check main.js. So main.js you can see here where it is coming. It is coming after head. Okay, so that is not coming in head page. So you can clearly see here that is coming inside page wrapper. Okay, but if you remove this true and check where it is appearing now, we can see here it is appearing in footer. So where it is appearing, it is coming under footer. You can clearly see here. Okay, but the moment you put true here, it will not come under footer, it will load before footer. Okay, so let's check again. Okay, main.js, you can see here that is coming under your page wrapper and footer is on different thing. Okay, so I have already created this, and under main.js I have just written a lot. Okay, so you can also write your jQuery stuff here. So let's see and how to get this title. Let's try to, or not for the text, for the HTML. Okay, HTML here, and for clear the cache, refresh the page again, and you will get that block name in. Okay, so let's comment this out for now. So you have learned this, how to add JS. Same way you can add the CSS. Okay, but Moodle support, if you are using your CSS styling and limiting your file to one file, you should write styles.css, and this style will not required to add. Okay, whatever you write here, it will be automatically apply to your block without including these two CSS. But if you want to include your own another one, you should do like this. CSS, let's make a copy of it and put this to CSS directory. Okay, so this one, and write some style here. For example, make the TD color red, table TD, and write here the color red. Okay, and how you will include? You will include like this: CSS styles .cs, whatever the file name you will write here, it will come here. Super call कैसे, and try checking whether it is coming properly or not. So you can see the CSS is applied here. You can also extend the CSS styling coding as per your need. If you want heading to more or some larger font, you can also do that. Okay, put the class name first, 25, class equal to, this one is a header T1. So make sure you are writing unique one, otherwise you can write non-unique also. The best practice is used to write your unique one. If you are not writing unique one, it is already duplicate, then you have to use your block name, like this one is your block. Okay, and this one is the best practice. You should always write your block class name, so that it never get conflict with your other code. Font size, say larger for now, color, say blue. Okay, let's refresh. For start reflecting your CSS file, it will not require the focus. For the JS thing, you will require. Here everything is mentioned here. For theme setting, theme changes, language string changes, JavaScript changes, and that's some template level changes, text filter, and these are the things for which you will require clearing cache before reflecting that. So you can see the CSS is applied now. So now let's try to add a filter here. Okay, so let's add some code. How generate select option filter in HTML question mark. Okay, you have the code now. So it is giving select I think that is not okay. So let's try to add the filter here on top of this. Okay, on the basis of course status. So right here active course and deactive course. Okay, so put the one here in another value and 0 here. Okay, and try to append before appending the table to this text variable. So this way you can. And let's refresh the page to check whether it is coming or not. So you can see here it is coming. So you can also write your heading here. Let's see, H6 sort by that is 6 tag here and say course status. Okay, refresh, it will start reflecting on your page. Okay, put this inside a div and make a class of filter, close the div here and make it span. Yeah, and refresh again. So you can see this one is coming. So span, you can also put the class header, whether header is coming, it should be like that, class equal to header, this one is like title. So refresh the page and you can see this one is coming. So you have to filter out this record whatever is coming here on the basis of selection of this status of course, whether it is active or not, active or deactive. So after selecting on this should be filter out. So what you will do for that, you will write your code here inside main.js. Okay, and then you have to write a Ajax request. So let's do that. Change in jQuery. So let's copy that first. So this one is on change. So you can paste here. What is your select option name? ID is this status on change alert. Okay, so whatever is coming after the change, it will alert you the value whether it is selected active or deactive. So for active one, I have written now the one. Let's refresh again. So deactive coming 0, inactive. So that is coming okay now. Now on the basis of this, you have to, so here take that into a variable where state selected status, you can say equal to this dot val. Now you have to write your Ajax request. To search again on base Ajax call PHP. So how you can call Ajax? jQuery so this one is your complete call. Okay, so I have pasted here the URL, whatever the URL will be, it should be here. So in my case, the URL should be, so right here Ajax dot, create a file here, Ajax saying ajax.php, ajax.php. Okay, include your config file. How you can do that? Go to my page and open the index, it is coming, and put some formality like this here. Okay, also like this. Okay, so for this the config is required, and for process it will check for required login. Okay, and the status, selected status, data equal to selected status equal to the value itself. So this one is variable and this is the value. Type is post. That means the post method will be called here, not get. Okay, so optional param, this one, param bool, or no, param int, let's say param int, and remove this one. This one will be your ID, and let's echo this in the return. The die here. For now, let's echo this one. Here's the page again. Check if no, it's not coming. So why it is not coming? It is coming, it is saying fail to load. Okay, because this was not taking your full path. So you have to write, you have to provide here the full path. So this URL will be required. So for now I am writing here the hard coded, but you can also get this one from JavaScript code. So hard coded here. Clear the cache and refresh the page again. And then here you can say something is coming, and let's say whether the request is going to Ajax or not. Yes, request is going to Ajax with your status payload. Okay, now I have selected one, it should be one. Okay, so you are able to send a request to Ajax now. Got it? So now echo status is coming. Let's open this one into a new tab and pass this parse data required config fail to string. So first you need to resolve that config not coming. So you can add one extra here. Like this. And now you can see here whatever the input is coming, it is printing here now. Okay, so if you type the 2 here, it will give you 2, 1, it will give you 1, and in case of 0 it will give you 0. So now we have fixed this error. So you can also see that return in your alert. It is giving 0 after selecting this. So here it is alert coming from, not directly coming from your only this JS file, it is coming from your Ajax request. And now select active, it will give you this. So let me try to add one more course here. New course. Say the course 2. Just save here and refresh the page. Now you can see the 2 course here. Okay, so ID number I am putting here so that it appears okay. So course 2 I have created. Let me put the ID number here. Why? Because ID number here coming blank, course ID coming blank. So now you can see the 2 courses coming. Okay, let's make one course. Let's make course 2 teachable. From where you can do that? Go to course listing page. This is my courses, not here. Site administrator. Not on the my courses. Go to site administrator, the courses, then the manage course and categories. Then from here I have to hide this course. Okay. So now both is appearing. You can see here. But I want only that is with active state. Let's make a query first. So you can there is a for active in the course there is a field name that is called visible. You can see visible equal to 1 and for 1. Okay, and visible equal to 1. Okay, so active one is this. So this one is a query. SQL equal to this. Okay, and put this as it is appearing from this parameter. Now records equal to put some global variable here like db user. Okay, so get record SQL. So db get records SQL is a function to create your call this. Okay, so get only the name, id, course name only, id and id number, that is your sort id. So it is always best practice to get only the required field. So only select the fields that is required. And if the moment you print, it should give the result set on the basis of whatever you enter. Yeah. So let's refresh this page. It is saying error reading from database. Select id. No, name is nothing. There is no field with the name in the course field, so that is full name. So refresh again and you can see here, okay, the full name. Because if I pass 0 means that is the active, and pass 1 it will give you the active course name. Okay, now we have the result set. Now what is required? Now one major thing is pending, that is you have to generate the table like this. Okay, so let's copy everything from here. Okay, so that you can use this. So paste side here, and you can check this one here on Ajax page itself. Ajax page itself, it is giving you the issue, right? This one is in result. So let's make it records. Refresh again. Table. So you need to write. You have to encode this. Yeah. So let's refresh again, and you can see the result is coming like the table we have in here. Okay, so let's put the 0 here again. The result is changing like this. Okay, and now you should write die. That means whatever return, it will go here. Okay, so now you got the response. Now you have to put your response inside here. So how you can do that? You can from here, whatever result is coming, you have to put in this table. Okay, so give a table a name, yeah, or id, yeah, whatever you think. Put a div before this table. Okay, so before putting this table, write a div one. And add this result set div class equal to result set. And close this after result set. So refresh. So now you can see I have added one div before table. Okay, so whatever the result will come in, I will replace in this table only. Okay, this div only. So result is coming, so I will add. Let me check whether I have used. No, I have used the class, not the id. So for id you have to put the dot here and dot st. So this is done. So let's check whether it is working fine or not. So by default it's all okay. If you select deactive, so I am selecting deactive. Let's see whether it is coming here. Response. In response it is coming all okay. Sorry, but it is not adding here. Why? Let's select again active. It is giving you the active one. Okay, so in result cell we have to put, I have put in blank, so that is why. So you have to add this one output. Whatever the output is coming, write down the whole HTML into this class. So need to clear the cache again. And refresh the page. I would suggest to always refresh after making any JS changes, the hard refresh like Control plus F5. So I refresh and select deactive, and you have this deactive record. You can see now select active, you have active. Okay, and there is one more thing. If you want all, so there should have been option for all. So add here option all. Okay, and passing here blank. So let's make it -1. Okay, so by default all is coming. So here you have to change the code. If -1 is coming in variable, if this equal to -1, do this, else do this. So in case of -1, just remove this condition. And let's try refreshing the page again. So I have made the changes in PHP file, so refreshing is not required. Work as a not required. Select active, you can see the result. See, select deactive, you can see the response. Select all, you can see this. So Hope you guys have understand how to use this, how to use JS file, CSS file, and how to filter out your whatever the record is coming using the filter option. And you can also pass your search here, and you can add the button here. Those on the basis of that button submit, it will pass this data and the search value to Ajax, and it will give you return the data back, and it could be displayed here. So hope you guys have understand how to use JS file inside block, how to use CSS file inside block, how to filter out the data inside a block, and let's see some best practices. So this is not the right code. Usually it should supposed to be. So you should write your code in a very proper manner. So you can do like this. So right here, inside array, put one, and for this one, so right here, and also the question mark here. So one, this. Okay. So this way you can apply the SQL injection. Now let's refresh again and check the functionality. It is working all fine. Okay. So thank you for watching. Hope you will learn something and enjoy this video, and kindly share your query if you have any doubt in the comment section of this video. And if you have not subscribed my video, I would suggest please subscribe for the future video.